What's up, GGs? So today we are kicking off week 3 workout 2. Like always, we're starting off with mobility, and first up is to open and close the gait. So you're starting with one leg at a time. As you can see, you're lifting your knee up and moving it around clockwise and down, and then you're starting from that point again, moving it back center counterclockwise. So you're basically opening and closing the gait. Pretend there's something that your leg has to step over and around. There's an invisible object and you're just moving your leg up, around as far as you can, and then back towards the center. Alright, and then we're doing some good old downward dog stretching. As I get down into that downward dog position, I am lifting one heel at a time, giving each calf a good stretch. I kind of like to sit in this for a little bit. Go ahead and just do about 10 calf stretches, and then you can go down into a cobra pose. So hold it as long as you'd like. This is all to feel. We're going to do a cobra pose, lifting, stretching. As you can see, I kind of hold my shoulders back a little bit, and you're just deep breathing in and out for 3 to 5 breaths. Then you're going to go back into downward dog, sticking those toes in the ground, and then walking yourself up, reaching high to the sky, big stretch, and then coming back down into downward dog. Feel free to do those calf stretches if you'd like, or you can go straight into cobra pose. But make sure you're breathing really well during this movement. Next up for mobility are bird dogs. So again, tabletop position. You're going to lift the opposite arm and the opposite leg completely straight out, holding your core, squeezing your core, trying not to wiggle and move all over the place. Try and be as slow and controlled with this movement as possible. You have 20 reps total. We have our 90-90s. So both legs are going the same direction. Both of your knees are bent. You're just bringing your bum up off the mat and squeezing it at the top, leaving those knees in the pad. I like to just keep my hands on my hips so it kind of forces my glutes to squeeze at the top. Squeezing your glutes will stretch out your hip flexors that much more. So go ahead and try it at the top of the motion. Give it a good squeeze and you should feel your hip flexor. In this case, it would be on the right side. You're going to feel that stretch even more.
But life with you gets so out of hand. It seems as though the crazy's contagious. And I think
all right, we're on to the other side. Same thing, but legs are going to the left. And we have 10 reps. Make sure you're breathing. And then you're squeezing those glutes at the top for the maximum stretch possible. Okay, we are on to upper back rotations. We've done this in a previous workout, but you're going to be in a tabletop position. You're only moving one arm at a time underneath your other arm that's just kind of holding you there. Here, I'm actually extending my arm up as high as I can, and it's going to stretch out those shoulder blades quite a bit, as well as your back and torso. So try and get as good of a stretch in as possible, going as deep under, like right there, as you can see, and then as deep out as you can. So we're really trying to get the biggest stretch possible. Don't push it, but try and challenge your body a little bit and see how much you can stretch here.
I never used to like, but now I like them. We do all the things I never used to like, but now I like them. 'Cause I like them.
All right, last exercise in mobility are half lunges at a 45-degree angle. So make sure your toes are pointed outside of your body 45 degrees so your knee is traveling pretty outside your hip. So these deep lunges are really, really beneficial for healthy and mobile hips. So if you can't do this, I would either put a mat underneath that knee that's bent in on the mat, like a squishier mat or a towel or a pillow or something to take the pressure off your kneecap, or don't go as deep into the lunge. Okay, we have 10 each side. Right into the workout. So this is called a squat with a front raise. So I'm holding a 10-pound dumbbell just on each of the ends. And as you're squatting down, you're raising your arms up, holding that dumbbell and reaching high to the sky at the same time. So squatting down and raising your arms, and it actually will help you balance. You'll find that this is easier than it looks. So you have 10 to 12 reps of these. And also make sure you have a really wide squat stance. Moving on to one of my favorite full body exercises. So you're doing a glute bridge hold, squeezing that core throughout the movement while you're doing a chest press. So you have 10 to 12 reps of these. Make sure your bum is high in the sky, as high as it can go. You're squeezing, you're bracing your core, and you're breathing throughout this movement. 10 reps. Yay, this is one of my favorite movements. Finally getting this on the program. But these are lateral walks. Really good for all around knee health, glutes, just ankle stability, all of the stabilities for your joints. This is really good. If you have a band, like an elastic band that you want to put around your knees, like right above your knees at the end of your quads, feel free to do that. It'll make it a little bit more challenging. But we have 20 lateral walks. So this is going to burn at the end of it, but keep going. 2 steps in one direction is 1 rep. So this is 1 rep there, half a rep there, 1 full rep there. Give me 20. You can do it. All right, we are to the plank. Couldn't think of the word, but we are on our forearms this time, okay? So make sure that your hips are high enough so they're not sinking, and you're squeezing that core. You're doing 20 to 30 seconds, as long as you can do it. Really great full body core exercise.
We're gonna take on the world.
Okay, don't hate me, but we do have burpees. However, they're modified, so hopefully they're not gonna kill ya. So go ahead and watch my movement for a second just so you can get it down. I'm not sure when the last time you did a burpee was, but it's definitely a high school, younger kid exercise that we do. So the only crazy thing we're doing is jumping at the top. So we're going to jump at the top, come down, and you're just going into a plank position, then lowering your body, kind of doing a half push-up, then stepping your feet right behind your hands, then jumping up. So you're in a wide stance in the jump. Going down, doing a half little push-up there. Step your feet behind your hands, jump up. And that's the craziest part of the movement that you're doing. You can do it for 10. I believe in you. Okay, these are Y raises, so I'm kind of bent over, as you can see, a little further than, it's almost 90 degrees, and my arms are making a Y. Pretend you're making the letter Y. If these dumbbells are too heavy, you can go ahead and set them down like you see me doing there and just use your arms. But go ahead and give me 20 reps if you're just using body weight, 10 reps if you're going to use the dumbbells. Just try to make that Y and keep your body in a tabletop position. Last exercise in the set are scissors. So keep your hands under your butt so it's just a little easier on your back. And you're just lifting one leg at a time, pretending you're scissors, chopping the air. Hating your life for a minute while you work on your core. But go ahead and give me 20 of those, okay? You got it. Alright, go ahead and give me a 1 to 2 minute rest before you get back into the workout for set number 2. But we are back to the squat with a shoulder raise. Front raise. We're doing 10 reps, okay? In this, just go as far deep into the squat as you can. Anything counts. Back to the glute bridge hold with a shoulder press. So just your shoulder blades are on the mat, glutes are high to the sky, you're squeezing them, you're squeezing your core, and you're almost touching your elbows to the ground, then bringing them right back up. You're breathing, make sure to breathe. Okay, lateral walks. So while you're doing these, make sure your core is squeezed, otherwise it might put a little tension on your back, your lower back while you're doing these. Make sure your feet are completely straight ahead the entire time. There's no angle, your toes are pointed forward the entire time. And you're just taking 2 steps to the left, 2 steps to the right for 20 total. Alright, plank on the forearms. What you gotta do is just, hold yourself. Let's challenge yourself. Let's see how long you can do a plank. 20 to 30 seconds. I mean, if it's more than 30 seconds, keep going. I mean, there's no limitation here. Do a plank as long as you can. This is the last time you're doing this for today, so don't worry. You got 10 modified burpees, and then a couple more exercises and you're completely done for the day. So hang on tight, keep pushing, just give me a little hop and a step, and you just got a few more reps and you're all good to go. If you need to pause between reps, go ahead and rest if you need to. We got the Y raises. I start out with the dumbbells and then I'm like, holy cow, this is harder than it looks. And then I thought it harder than I thought it would be. So then I drop them and then I do another 15 with just my arms. So go ahead and do to your comfortability. Alright, last exercise and you're completely done for the day. We just got 20 scissors and then you're all done. So proud of you. You crushed another workout. and I will see you next week.